It's coronavirus and it's here in San Antonio. What is it going to do to the real estate market? Let's talk about it. So here in San Antonio, we have an Airbnb where we host families every weekend that are coming to see basic training graduation, where they have airmen graduating at Lackland Air Force Base. Lackland has shut down families from coming to see basic training graduation. So I can tell you right now, there's an immediate impact to short-term rentals and hotels as conferences and events like this are being canceled. So our tourism industry here in San Antonio is coming to a screeching halt because of coronavirus. Now, look, there's a lot of different opinions about what's overblown and what the major impact of coronavirus will be. And this is just my opinion. So I'm gonna give you some things that I think are important, but again, they're just my opinion. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows exactly how this whole thing's gonna shake out. And that's why we have what we have, is because of uncertainty, right? We don't know how big of a problem is coronavirus actually gonna be. How long is it gonna be around for? How long is this whole thing gonna be a thing? We really don't know. And when we look at the media coverage of it, we have to put our filters on and figure out what is overblown by the media and what is really true and things we have to worry about. So let me give you my tidbits of what I think you have to worry about as far as the housing market is concerned. So to start off, interest rates are lower. What that means is that buyers, one, can lock in a great interest rate, and two, they have more buying power. Because interest rates are lower, they may qualify for more and be able to purchase higher price point homes. And so that is a good thing for buyers, but it also turns into a good thing for sellers when there are more buyers that can qualify for the purchase of your home. So the second thing is new construction inventory. A lot of things in China and internationally are getting simply shut down, and we import a lot of things from there that go into new homes. And so I haven't seen it right now, but we may have some drags on the new construction industry, and we may see less new construction homes on the market. This is a market that already has low inventory, so that may pull down inventory even more, which is a benefit for sellers of pre-owned homes. The next thing is employment. There are a lot of people that are not gonna be working because of this. I mentioned the travel industry. Our Airbnb is empty, which means also hotels are probably a lot more empty. People aren't going to restaurants, and what that means is this large section of the market, which is tourism, the service industry, lots of different things like that, people are gonna be out of work, or the amount of work they have is gonna slow down a lot, which is gonna mean less income, and it's gonna hurt buyers, right? So it's gonna hurt a segment of buyers, which would hurt sellers, right? If we have less buyers in the market, that's not good for sellers. I will say though, we do have the lower interest rates, and we possibly have a slowing on new builds, which is a good for sellers. So I think this thing is gonna be pretty neutral for sellers in the market. The other thing we have to talk about when we mention San Antonio real estate is the fact that they are housing quarantined people from coronavirus situations. So we do have a spotlight kind of shined on our city right now as it pertains to coronavirus, which I think, like we talked about, means less people are going to come here. Maybe more people are going to stay in their homes and things like that, just because we do have people coming here that do have the virus and they are taking care of them at our facilities. Here's the big thing. We don't know, right? We don't know how long this thing's gonna take. We don't know how big it's going to be. Right now, there's 120,000 cases around the world, which is a very small percentage, but we don't know what that's gonna turn into. And that's why there's so much commotion, is because of uncertainty. And uncertainty really affects the stock market a ton. When there's uncertainty, that's bad for the market. That's not necessarily the same case with real estate. Real estate doesn't get hit the same way as the stock market. The thing is, people remember the last stock market crash, and the last stock market crash was associated with real estate. Mortgages in real estate literally caused the last crash, and so that's why we associate a real estate crash with a market going down. But that's not the case. Like this, if it becomes a recession, this recession is not caused by real estate, so we don't need to expect to see the same negative implications that we had in the last recession on real estate. I haven't seen anything that shows a market slowing because of coronavirus. It seems like it's going along pretty much the same as it was before. We'll keep an eye on it, but that's what my take is on how coronavirus is affecting the real estate market here in San Antonio right now.